Hey, evening. Just had a lovely chat in Weatherspoons. There's a Weatherspoons in the town near me. It's great. It's probably one of the best Weatherspoons in. It's the best Weatherspoons I've ever been to. I love Weatherspoons. Anyway, um, yeah, I've been thinking. Right, I'm speaking a lot about love and humility and peace and sacrifice, and you must be thinking, because I have been for a long time, it's all very well you saying that, mate, but you don't look like the loving person, nor have you ever been. And to be honest, I kind of agree. Like, my love has always been pretty transactional, not intimate or caring, and standoffish. I've always been scared of being truly intimate. And I have said before, I think I had some kind of narcissistic personality disorder or borderline. I've definitely had obsessive compulsive disorder, probably a few other bits throughout my time. And really I just feel that is like fear of love and a desire to control one's surroundings because of feeling not safe or secure in my emotional vulnerability and authenticity. It's something like that. And I've gone down many avenues, lots of drugs and drinking, partying, sex, everything, and nothing would satisfy. I've done all sorts of exploration and spiritual journeying in the last few years, especially before I came to know the Bible and then Christ. But really, I think the thing for me is I've always been seeking peace. I didn't know it was peace I was seeking until recently, but it was just wanting to feel grounded and like I didn't need to keep striving for more or a different experience or a new sensation or a better version of whatever the thing I was doing at the time was. And I think that's the thing, is we are all just looking for peace and stillness, and in that peace and stillness, love and connection. But I don't think that can be found when we're burying ourselves in the joys and the cheap pleasures of the world, which is where I was at. And I think where true peace is in God through Jesus. And I know when I say these words is probably throwing most people off, because you're thinking, you have lost your mind. What do you mean by that? Why do you keep talking about Jesus? Well, I would dial it back in that it makes sense that we are made by a God. Like, this is just too miraculous. And if there was a Big Bang, it's not far-fetched at all. I mean, it's not any more far-fetched to say that the thing that ignited the Big Bang was something else. Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't there be some way that our consciousness is connected to the higher power above us? And many people do say on their psychedelic trips that we are all one. We're meant to be part of the same thing. I mean, we all have that experience anyway, and everyone's felt telepathy, thinking about someone and they message, or vice versa, or just weird synchronicities, especially dreams and stuff. So there's something going on. And if that means that a creator made us, then wouldn't he have installed some kind of manual for us to know how to be programmed? But then, in order for us to have free will and not be robots, if we were robots, there'd be no point in existing. In order for us to have free will, we have to be able to both come to God and go completely the opposite direction from him. So, the Bible exists and is written in a way that the one key we have in order to come to God is our faith. And there are many red herrings and intellectual pitfalls that will trip us up on that journey to finding God. And the greatest of all of them is recognizing that he did send someone down who was designed to overcome the world, die for our sins, then resurrect and come back again. And the thing that separates the wheat from the chaff is the person that is willing to stand out from the crowd and say, I recognize that. I recognize that you made the system and I am a part of it. And despite the rejection and the persecution and people thinking I'm insane, I'm going to put my hand up and say, I recognize that Jesus is your son and you sent him to die for my sins. And that I sacrifice myself in the name of love to you. That's it.